If you're planning on manifesting your dream reality next year, listen up before you waste too much time. Now, I am not saying that your dream reality isn't completely possible for you. It absolutely is. But if you have spent the last year dreaming, hoping, and wishing for something only to be in the exact same place you were this time last year, then what you're doing is not working. Today, I'm going to break down the visualization technique that the greats like Albert Einstein, Michael Jordan, and Oprah Winfrey use to make their dreams a reality, instead of just putting it out into the universe and hoping for the best. In this video, you're going to learn how focusing on your goal is actually steering you in the wrong direction, the mental and physical state you need to be in for visualization to actually work, and the giant roadblock that's keeping your dreams small, and how to bust through it.
Let's get right to it.
Look, I get it. I've been in your shoes. You're seeing manifestation work for all these other people. This one girl's like, I just visualized 15K in my bank account and it was there. Or I pictured my dream house and then suddenly it was on the market. Or I've always manifested retiring my husband and now we go on vacations every day. That's great. So glad it's working for you. What's wrong with me? There is nothing wrong with you. It's just that the idea of simply manifesting something is not a completion, because manifestation is just simply putting it out there into the universe and hoping that everything you've ever dreamt of comes back to you. It takes so much more than that. And there's actually science behind what visualization can do for achieving your goals. Not just saying it, visualizing it. Let's talk about this. So the University of Chicago conducted a study in 2014 where they looked at 3 different groups of basketball players. First, they all came out, they shot their 3-pointers, and they saw how they did. Then Group A came back to the gym every day for 30 days and practiced shooting free throws for an hour. Group B came back to the gym for 30 minutes and just visualized shooting free throws. And Group C did nothing. Well, at the end of 30 days, do you know what happened? Naturally, Group C had no improvement, as to be expected. Group A, the ones that shot free throws for an hour, had a 24% improvement rate. Group B, who only visualized shooting free throws, had a 23% improvement. 23%! From not even touching a basketball. That is something to hold on to. It means that the power of visualization can actually help us reach our goals. Now, to visualize correctly, you have to focus on 2 parts. The first one is the process. If you're manifesting and you're just imagining 15K in your bank, that's not teaching your bank how to rapidly grow 15K. Imagine, what are the steps that are going to get me there? Things that are within your control. See, as entrepreneurs, we are big dreamers. We go straight for the end in mind, and that is fine. That's a great thing. You know what you're reaching for. But in order for visualization to work, you also have to think about every step along the way. You hear this with athletes all the time. Michael Jordan used to imagine all of his shots. He would lay in bed at night and imagine the game the next day. Jack Nicklaus, before he took any shot, he would picture in his head exactly what he wanted the ball to do, how his muscles would form, the grip of his hands on the club. It's so much more than just imagining the ball wandering over to the hole. It's imagining his entire physical state of being to make that ball get into the hole. You have to not just imagine the goal, but imagine every step it's going to take you. Sure, you want 100,000 followers. Well, what's it going to feel like when you get 50,000 followers? What about 10? What about 100 followers? What were the steps you took? What was the feeling that you got once you got 100,000 followers? Now that brings me to the second step of visualization, which is the emotion. How does it make you feel? Sure, it's beautiful to see 15K in the bank or 100,000 followers or whatever your goal may be. But what does it feel like in your body? When you are visualizing the process and the end result, you have to allow yourself to sit in that emotion, all of it, and all the way to fruition. Because part of that emotion might be, oh my gosh, it actually happened, now what? But if you stop right there, you cut yourself off and you're like, okay, it'll just happen for me one day. I'm gonna sit in this corner and hope it all works out. That is not how it works out. Allow yourself to go through that entire emotional arc. Oh my gosh, this is super scary. I'm achieving my dreams, now what? Okay, I'm gonna figure it out and I'm going to make this so successful that everyone around me can't believe it. They are in awe of how powerful I am and how mightily I stepped into this goal. And then sit with that. How does that feel inside your body? How does it make your skin feel, your muscles feel, your bones feel, your posture? Do you stand taller? Do you have a natural smile on your face? When you are visualizing, allow every aspect of the emotion to radiate through your body. I visualize my process and dream outcome with full emotion every morning and every evening. I do it when no one's around, and I let myself fully step into the emotion as if I'm already there. You need to tell yourself, I am already there.
And make sure you do it right before bed.
Then you're priming your brain on what to think about as you're subconsciously dreaming, and that's when you'll get a lot of problem solving done. Speaking of problem solving, Albert Einstein said, no problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that created it. What does that mean? When we want something, we want it so bad. We're like, come on thing, come on, please, please. How can you receive anything when your hands are like this, right? You can't. You have to open your hands up to receive it. But when you want it that bad, you get yourself in this state that you're so closed off, you can't receive it. So before you visualize anything, any of your dreams, you have to take a step out of your current reality and put yourself in a neutral zone. How do we do that? Before you even sit down to start visualizing, you need to completely change your physical state. So I highly recommend doing this pumping exercise, which I showed you in my last video as well. Your fists are closed, and then you go up when you breathe in and down when you breathe out. And you just breathe through your nose. It completely changes your state of being. Then stand up, stretch real big, shake off whatever emotion you previously had, and then do 3 deep cleansing breaths. I'm talking the deepest breaths that you have taken all day. And as you breathe, imagine a white light flooding your body. And as you breathe out, let go of whatever junk you're hanging on to. 3 super deep breaths, the deepest all day, completely clearing out whatever junk. Then you sit with your feet rooted, your palms face up, and now you're going to detach from reality and become completely unattached to the outcome of your visualization. Sounds complicated. It's not. Here's what you're going to do. The goal here is to imagine yourself outside of your body. So if you're sitting there and you're visualizing and you're bringing in all of the good that you want for your life, you got your feet rooted firmly on the ground and you've got your palms face up. When you close your eyes, let yourself out of that current state of being. Imagine yourself almost floating over your body. I know this sounds a little woo-woo, but imagine what it looks like if you were right above you looking at yourself. You are not you. You're just looking at a person who's wanting this in. That helps take you out of the current emotional state and into the present moment. That is a person sitting there waiting to receive. It is completely neutral. Whatever happens, it's not me, it's that person. By detaching yourself from the expectation, it leaves you completely open to whatever comes your way. That means that when you see what your goal is in the future, little things are going to start to come in that give you hints at how to achieve that goal. When you're so attached to the outcome, you're going to ignore those hints. You're going to be like, no, that's not the way I'm going to do it. No, that came from this person, and I said I would never take advice from that person ever again, so no. You have a lot of story within you that's going to hold you back from your goals if you don't detach. So do your best to open up and remove yourself from the outcome, and then the outcome that you want will come flooding in. Now that brings us to the final point. The giant roadblock that's standing in your way that is keeping your dreams so small. You have a lot of thoughts, a lot of stories that you're telling yourself as to why you don't deserve it, why it couldn't be you, why it should have been you 10 years ago. And so you're focused on that instead of focusing on the progress you can make right here, right now, since you didn't plant that tree 10 years ago. Give yourself permission to believe that this is for you. You absolutely deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. I'm a huge advocate of affirmations. And again, it's not just speaking the affirmations into existence, it's believing the affirmations. So say things like, this is for me. I absolutely deserve it. I am already there. I am already there is something that will place that within your reach so freely and easily. It not only helps you accept what's being given to you, but it also helps you appreciate what you already have. There is no reason that you don't deserve your biggest dreams and goals. If there are things in your way that are holding you back from achieving that, you get to break through those because those are lies. They're just trying to keep you safe and comfortable and in your zone of comfort that you know and have known very well your whole life. But the thing you're dreaming of is way up here. It's not in this little zone of comfort. And the only way to get out of that is to break through. And the breakthrough feels uncomfortable. It's going to be those moments of, oh my gosh, what if this happens? This scares the heck out of me. I don't know if I can keep going. I don't know if I can even keep imagining this because this reality is so big, but it scares me. So I stop visualizing my dreams. Don't stop. Keep going. Part of being in your own way is holding on to what you want so desperately that you won't open yourself up to it, or shutting down anytime things are given to you as a gift of what to pursue. The only way you're going to achieve your dreams is if you shut your mind off for a second and be open to what God is giving you. You're putting things out into the universe. Well, what if the universe is answering and you're not listening? I fully believe that God gives us hints throughout our life as to the path we're supposed to take. But when we let previous hurts, people's judgments, our judgments of others, our judgments of ourselves get in our way, we stop ourselves from taking the gifts that have been handed completely to us to pursue. The gifts are put in our palms, but we're either too close-fisted or we're too careless and we drop them. Take your deep breaths. Detach yourself from your body and allow whatever gifts are coming to you to be set in your hands and then pursue it. It is not just about imagining your reality. It's about imagining the actions you're going to take, the emotions you're going to feel. It's about completely opening yourself up and getting out of your way. And that, my dear friend, is how you will achieve your dream reality. That is how you will manifest, you will visualize, you will completely embody the dreams that you have for your life. Now, if you're still feeling stuck in a rut, then go and watch this video right here, and it will help you get out of the rut because it is time for you to shake it off and step into who you are put on this earth to be. Let's go.